Right then guys, how's it going? JTJudgment here, and let's get started with yet another legend review in FIFA 15 Ultimate Team. Today guys, we're going to be taking a look at the 89 rated legend, plays on the left wing, goes by the name of Pavel Nedved. Now, bottom line about this card, I mean, last year I did enjoy him. He was a half decent card in FIFA 14. If you guys have used him, you will know exactly what I am talking about. This year is slightly different. I mean, what I thought about Nedved was pretty much exactly the same as what I thought about Henrik Larsson and Davor Žuka. If you guys have not seen reviews on them and you would like to see my reviews on them, head on over to my channel and you will find them there. What I thought about them is that they were the sort of players where, you know, say for example we used them for about 10 games and your overall impression after those 10 games is that the player isn't that good. But then when you go and look at the player's record, you will see that the player has scored more goals than the amount of games that you play. So, you know, even though that you didn't like him in game, judging by their record, the player is very, very good, which is very confusing because, you know, if you don't enjoy the player, you don't think that you're going to do well with them and they won't score that many goals. But when you look at their record, it's a completely different story. Now, going through Nedved's in-game stats, they are pretty decent. 87 on the aggression, 85 attack positioning and vision, 88 ball control, 91 long shots, and 87 shot power. Those are the stats that I like to see on an attacker because me personally, guys, if you didn't already know, I love taking long shots in this game. No matter who I use and no matter how bad their shot power and long shot stats are, I will attempt taking long shots with that player. It's just how I play and it's how I will always play. Now, is he worth the coins and is he worth buying for your team, basically? Well, thinking of the other left-wing options, I mean, there's Robert Perez, which I have not used yet, guys, but bear with me, I will be reviewing him at some point. And the other one is Pavel Nedved, who I believe is one of the best legends available in Ultimate Team. Now, Pavel Nedved is a decent player, but I do not think he is as good as Pavel Nedved. So basically, bottom line, guys, if you're looking for a left-wing legend, I would recommend Pavel Nedved because that boy is just insane. Again, if you're thinking of purchasing him, head on over to my channel. I have done a review on him, and as always, I hope that will help you decide whether or not to purchase him. Weaknesses that I did find with Nedved. Positioning was really bad with him, and he never made runs on his own. Now, this is something that I have found with a hell of a lot of players that I have used recently, no matter where they play. I don't know whether it's me doing something wrong or whether something has changed in the game. I have no idea, but players' positioning is a bit random. For example, like Nedved's a left winger, he was switching position with the striker, the right winger, and some of the midfielders, and he never makes runs. I mean, well, very rarely did he ever make runs on his own, which if I'm using a player like a winger or a striker or something, it's something that I would like to see, you know, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would like to see as well, the players making runs on their own. It doesn't make you do absolutely everything with the player, you know. Another weakness that I did find is that his shooting was very inconsistent. Now, you might be scratching your head wondering why the hell I'm saying that after seeing the goals that I have included in this video. He scored me some absolutely fantastic long shots and just goals in general, but it doesn't change the fact that for me his shooting was very inconsistent, you know. The goals that are in this video, he could score in one game, then I could go into another game and his shooting would be really, really bad for me. So that was one of the biggest weaknesses that I did find, seeing as that I do take long shots very, very often in this game. And his other weaknesses that I did find, guys, is that his aerial ability was really bad. I mean, he's not the tallest of players, and his aerial ability stats aren't the greatest, so you shouldn't really expect that from Pavel Nedved or a player with stats like Nedved has. And his physical attributes isn't the best either. I mean, he's got 80 physical on the card, but in game he was really, really weak for me, and it did not take much to muscle him off the ball. The strength that I did find is that he's got a very reliable weak foot. He has got 5-star weak foot, and in my opinion, it felt like a 5-star. You will see some really nice goals with his weak foot in this video, proving what he can do with his weak foot, basically. So bottom line, I gotta say his weak foot in general is very reliable. His pace was really good. I mean, 83 pace on the card. He felt slightly quicker than that, around 85, maybe even 86. He was running past defenses very easily. That in truth should have caught up with him. His dribbling and ball control for me was absolutely fantastic. It felt like what 87 dribbling guys should feel like, and his passing was pretty decent as well. 85 passing on the card. Didn't quite feel like what I would expect from 85 passing, but is definitely what I would call reliable. Now, bottom line, do I think the legend Pavel Nedved is worth the coins? Well, as of making this video, he does go for around about the 600,000 coin mark. I've got to say he is not quite worth that much coins. I mean, if he was worth, say, I don't know, 350,000, somewhere around that price, I would say he's worth it. But seeing as he's a left-wing legend, and there is the other option of Paulo Futre, who I personally believe is much better than Nedved. If you need any left-winger from the legends, I would honestly recommend you go for Paulo Futre instead of Nedved. Don't get me wrong, Nedved's a half-decent player, but from what he was like in the games that I used him, I just don't think he is worth 600,000 coins, guys. That is a hell of a lot of coins to spend on a single player. So again, if you need a left wing from the legends, my personal opinion, Paulo Futre is your best bet. And that's going to wrap up this Pavel Nedved review. If this did help you decide whether or not to purchase him for yourself, a like is greatly appreciated. Subscribe now for more reviews to come in the future. And as always from me, take care, and I will see you all next time. Ta-ra, guys.